Buckle up, mortals. Get ready to dive headfirst into the chaotic, dramatic, and often hilarious world of Greek mythology. We're cracking open the ancient books today, but trust me, this is anything but boring history. Forget dusty textbooks. Think of the Greek gods as the original reality TV stars. They were constantly feuding, falling in love with the wrong people, and making epic messes that would put any modern drama to shame. It's all about power, passion, and a whole lot of divine intervention. Today, our main focus is on the absolute big shots, the A-listers of the ancient world, the Olympian gods. These are the deities who called Mount Olympus home and basically ran the show. But stick around, because we'll also touch on some other incredible characters beyond the Olympians. Get ready for a whirlwind tour of ancient drama, epic heroes, and monsters that will make you glad they're just myths. This is going to be an absolute blast, so let's jump right in. Alright, let's kick things off with the undisputed king of the gods, the one and only Zeus. He's the big cheese, the ultimate patriarch, ruling over the sky, thunder, and lightning with an iron fist. But don't let the regal title fool you. Zeus was basically the ultimate dad with some serious anger management issues and, let's just say, a rather wandering eye. His love life was a constant source of drama, both for him and everyone around him. He was powerful, yes, but also incredibly complicated. Next up, we have Hera, the queen of the gods and goddess of marriage and women. Now, you might think she'd be all sunshine and rainbows, but being married to Zeus meant she was the ultimate scorned wife. Her temper was legendary, and frankly, completely understandable given her husband's antics. Hera spent a good chunk of her divine existence seeking revenge on Zeus's many lovers and their offspring. She was fiercely protective of marriage, even if her own was a disaster. You definitely didn't want to get on her bad side. Now, let's plunge into the depths with Poseidon, god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses. He's Zeus's brother, and just as temperamental, if not more so. Wielding his mighty trident, he could stir up storms or calm the waters with a flick of his wrist. Poseidon had a deep love for horses, which might seem odd for a sea god, but hey, he was a complex guy. Just remember, you absolutely do not want to mess with his waves, or you might find yourself in a very deep, very wet predicament. Moving to solid ground, we meet Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and harvest. She's the ultimate earth mother, responsible for the bounty of the land and the changing seasons. Her gentle nature, however, hid a fierce devotion to her daughter. Demeter had a massive soft spot for her daughter, Persephone. When Persephone was taken, Demeter's sadness plunged the world into an eternal winter, showing just how powerful a mother's love and grief could be. From wisdom to warfare, we have Athena, goddess of wisdom, strategic warfare, and crafts. She's the brainy one of the Olympians, a brilliant strategist who always thought several steps ahead. Athena was also the patron goddess of the city of Athens. Her origin story is pretty wild. She was born fully grown and armored from Zeus's head after he had a massive headache. Talk about a dramatic entrance. She was a fierce protector and a wise counselor, always favoring intellect over brute force. Then there's Apollo, the golden boy of the gods. He's the god of music, poetry, light, and healing, basically the Renaissance man of Mount Olympus. He's got the looks, the talent, and he even drives the sun chariot across the sky. Apollo was incredibly gifted, inspiring artists and healers alike. However, even the golden boy had his flaws and his fair share of dramatic love stories, proving that even divine perfection can be complicated. Alongside Apollo, we find his twin sister, Artemis, goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and the moon. She's the ultimate independent woman, fiercely protective of her freedom and her domain. Artemis was a skilled archer, never missing her mark. She led a band of virgin huntresses and was known for her unwavering resolve. If you crossed her or harmed the innocent creatures of the wild, you'd quickly learn why she was one of the most formidable goddesses. Now, for a bit of a contrast, let's talk about Ares, the god of war. Unlike Athena, who represented strategic warfare, Ares was all about the hot-headed, bloodthirsty, chaotic side of battle. He loved a good fight, often for its own sake. Ares was known for his impulsiveness and aggression, often rushing into conflict without much thought. He wasn't exactly the most popular god on Olympus, often seen as brutish and lacking the strategic brilliance of his sister, Athena. Next, we have Hephaestus, the god of fire, metalworking, and crafts. He's the blacksmith of the gods, creating incredible weapons and tools for all of Olympus. Hephaestus got a bit of a rough deal in life, being born lame and cast out by his mother, Hera. Despite his physical challenges, he was incredibly talented and industrious, crafting beautiful and powerful objects. He was known for his gentle nature and his unwavering dedication to his craft, proving that true strength comes from within. And now, for the goddess who makes hearts flutter, Aphrodite. She's the goddess of love, beauty, and desire, the ultimate beauty queen of the ancient world. Born from the sea foam, she was said to be irresistibly beautiful. Aphrodite had a knack for causing love and desire wherever she went, often leading to complicated and dramatic love lives for mortals and gods alike. She was known for her vanity and her own incredibly complex romantic entanglements. Then there's Hermes, the messenger of the gods, god of commerce, thieves, and travelers. He's the ultimate trickster, always on the move, with winged sandals that made him incredibly fast. Hermes was a smooth talker, able to charm his way out of almost any situation. He was known for his quick wit and his mischievous nature, often causing a bit of playful trouble wherever he went. Hermes was the go-between for gods and mortals, always delivering messages and sometimes a little bit of chaos. Finally, let's raise a glass to Dionysus, the god of wine, theater, and ecstasy. He's the party animal of the gods, bringing revelry, letting loose, and good times wherever he went. Dionysus was all about breaking free from inhibitions and embracing joy. His followers celebrated with wild festivals, often involving music, dancing, and of course, plenty of wine. He represented the intoxicating power of nature and the liberating force of artistic expression. Now that we've met the main crew, let's talk about some other fascinating figures in Greek mythology, starting with the Titans. These guys were the predecessors to the Olympians, the elder generation of powerful deities. They were massive, ancient, and often quite terrifying. A prime example is Cronus, the father of Zeus. Let's just say he was a real piece of work. He famously ate his own children to prevent them from overthrowing him, which, as you can imagine, didn't exactly win him any Father of the Year awards. Luckily, Zeus escaped and eventually led a rebellion that overthrew Cronus and the other Titans, ushering in the age of the Olympians. It was a cosmic family drama of epic proportions. Next, we have the Muses, a group of 9 goddesses who were the daughters of Zeus and Mnemosyne, the goddess of memory. These lovely ladies were the ultimate source of inspiration. Their role was to inspire the arts and sciences, guiding poets, musicians, artists, and thinkers. If you ever felt a sudden burst of creativity, you might have had a muse whispering in your ear. They were the original creative directors. And of course, we can't talk about Greek mythology without mentioning the heroes. These were the rock stars of the ancient world, mortals or demigods who achieved incredible feats, often against impossible odds. They were brave, strong, and always getting into trouble. Take Heracles, better known as Hercules, for example. This guy was a powerhouse, famous for his 12 impossible labors. From slaying monsters to cleaning stables, he did it all, usually with a club and a lot of muscle. Then there's Odysseus, the cunning king of Ithaca. His epic journey home after the Trojan War is legendary, filled with encounters with sirens, cyclops, and vengeful gods. He was known for his intelligence and his ability to outsmart almost anyone. What these heroes all had in common was their incredible bravery and their knack for attracting danger. They faced down monsters, defied gods, and always found a way to make their mark on history, even if it meant a few detours and a lot of pain. And there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour of the Greek gods, goddesses, heroes, and monsters, and their absolutely crazy world. We've seen drama, betrayal, epic adventures, and enough family dysfunction to fill a dozen reality shows. The key takeaway here is that these myths are so much more than just old stories. They're packed with drama, passion, and incredible adventures that still resonate today. They explore universal themes of love, loss, power, and destiny. Even the gods, with all their divine power, had their problems, their insecurities, and their moments of pure chaos. They were relatable in their flaws, making their stories timeless and endlessly fascinating. Thanks so much for watching and diving into this mythological mayhem with me. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more epic tales from across the ancient world. Your support helps us keep these stories alive. We've pulled our facts from some great sources. There's so much more to explore out there. If you have other mythologies you'd love for us to cover, whether it's Norse, Egyptian, or something else entirely, let me know in the comments below. We love hearing your suggestions. Keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, the world of mythology is always waiting to surprise you. Stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next adventure.